course. I was trying to finish up a drink. But my name is Tom Collins, and I am here to welcome you to POTUS Among Us 2016. We've got an action-packed election season in store for you today. As you guys know, the Federal Election Commission has changed the rules substantially from the past to make the election cycle a little bit more family-friendly and fun. So, a couple of housekeeping rules before we get started. There are about 100 million people out in the world watching this event tonight. But this has nothing to do with them. This election will come down to the people in this room who were hand-selected to choose the next president of the United States. We've got a great team tonight, Bob Barton Productions, and the good people of Bombay Sapphire are sponsoring us this evening. A couple of housekeeping rules. I know I started that, but I want to kind of get back to that. Tonight, you can cheer if you hear something that you love from these candidates. Let's do a practice round of cheering. Yeah. Woo! But you can also boo. If you hear something that you just don't like or don't agree with or find to be unconscionable, I want to hear it from you. That's right. These candidates are trying to earn the highest office in the land. Make them earn it. All right, without further ado, we're going to introduce our candidates tonight. Come on out. Candidates, let's see your name cards. Yeah. This is the time. Excellent. So we're going to let each individual candidate have, Sir Carl. Carl. All right. Each candidate will have 45 seconds to give a stump speech, and we are going to start tonight with Al Hogan.
Thank you very much. Hi, everyone. My name is Al Hogan. I have 20 years of executive experience as the president of the Weezer fan club, okay? I follow them all around the world, so I have international experience in countries like New Zealand, Australia, England, and Germany. I know what you're thinking. It's what everyone asks me, what's your favorite album? It's actually a three-way tie for first between the red album, the white album, and the blue album. That actually brings me to why I'm here tonight, because like Weezer, I care about our country, okay? And Weezer's a lot like the USA, okay? They were really good, and then they had a rut, and now they're trying to be great again, okay? And I think I can help with that. Like Weezer, they got back to their roots. I want to get America back to our roots, okay? Think about something like the Louisiana Purchase, so important to our country. What if we bought territory and made new states, like Washington, D.C.?
Thanks, Al. Carl.
Yeah, Carl.
Evil.
Thank you, Tom. Thanks everyone for having me. Is everyone feeling a little bit evil tonight? It's Friday night in the district, we're partying. It's okay, Tom's been drinking. Come on. That's what I want to do, America. I want to make us a little evil again. We lost our edge, didn't we? We stopped making secret weapons. Stealth, and then what did we make it? I don't know, lasers? Maybe sharks with friggin' laser beams on their heads? No, anyone? I would love to have one. I would give you one, Tom. I would steal it for you. Be evil with me, America.
David Coyote.
Namaste, America. My name is David Coyote. I am a Reiki healer, a chakra balancer, and an Uber driver. America, if you would, feel free to close your eyes, Put your hands together, rub your hands together, get a little bit of heat going. Now, as you're rubbing your hands together, I want you to think about your dream of America and put that intention into your hands. Feel the heat of that dream of America as the best country in the world. Now put that heat onto your heart, onto heart center. Yes, that intention's now inside you. What we're going to be doing is bringing the formless into form. Thank you.
Brad Monroe.
Hello! My name is Brad Monroe, and I am the first genetically perfect human being. I was hatched in a facility in Atlanta, Georgia. And because of this, I am different. I have known hardships. I believe in equality for all. Whether you are a man, whether you are a clone, whether you are some sort of weird fish creature person, or a woman. I don't want to make America great. I want to make America perfect.
Let him hear it, America. Reese's Von Trapp.
Yes, hi, Reese's Von Trapp. I'm sure some of you recognize me as the winner of season 22 of Survivor. How they on? Where I spent 39 days outwitting, outlasting, and outplaying my fellow contestants to become the sole survivor. I'm going to do that for America. I'm going to take the same thing I did successfully and victoriously on that island in the Pacific, and I'm going to make sure we apply it to America. For example, if I say have your back, I have your back. We're in an alliance with NATO. And NATO is not going to blindside you like Steve tried to in the Final Four. We saw what happened to Steve, and that's what's going to happen to Russia. Thanks, guys. Reese's Von Trapp.
Maggie Moffat.
Artistic Director, Maggie Moffat. I'm here to audition tonight for the role of Madame President. I was a senator on House of Cards. It was not a speaking role. Three-term senator, I can assure you, though it wasn't a speaking role, I created a very rich interior life, and I was responsible for some very important legislation. If you were an employee of the federal government in the early 2000s, you probably know me from the sexual harassment training course mini-series, Sexual Harassment at You, and from my famous catchphrase, you did what? Thank you. I feel like I've been running the federal government from, excuse me. Can I take that again, Tom, really?
Next year. Mikey Simoncini.
Yeah, that's right, Tom. Yeah, I'm Mikey Simoncini. I'm from Gloucester, Mass. I run a fishing trawler. Sea Gypsy, yeah. And the reason I'm running for president is my first mate, Len. Sorry, I was talking to Kate about this earlier and I wasn't going to get emotional. My first mate, Len, caught his leg on one of the net hooks, fell overboard. He was hanging there, and just blood spilling everywhere. It split up the side of him, and then his intestines started to come out. Anyway, he's on the deck, and we're tending to him. And he looks up at me and says, "Mikey, you know how to captain a boat. You can run America." And he also said, "Happy birthday, William, and happy birthday, Laura." I don't know what that means.
Phelps Clark.
Help. I'm a trapper. I was born in 1795 in the Northwest Territories. So how did I get here? Well, in 1830, a bear chased me in the Snake River and I froze solid. I was recently thawed out by your global warming. I looked around and I'm disappointed, America. You've lost the pioneer spirit. You're not taking care of the environment. You're building the Dakota Access Pipeline against the will of my friends, the Standing Rock Sioux. Phelps stands with the Sioux, and I hope you do too. Vote Phelps.
Professor Ford.
Hey everybody, first Tommy, thank you so much for having me here tonight.
You know what it is, Bobby.
Can I say this audience is freaking beautiful? Yeah. And if I'm elected, a couple friends of mine sort of told me I should run. I teach community college at Jersey City Community College. I run a small family business. We're in waste management. And if I'm elected to president, I'm gonna fucking sweep the crime right out of this fucking. I'm gonna get more space exploration from my boy over here, he asked me. And for my ladies, you're never gonna wait in the restroom line again. You vote for me, you're gonna be some of the happiest people. You're gonna go home tonight with your husbands and wives and, you know, be happy. Sorry, I rang the bell, huh?
Dr. Rachel Grimes.
Right. Thanks, Tom. Hey, America. Dr. Rachel Grimes here. I'm a research scientist at Johns Hopkins. I'm the daughter of two research scientists who died tragically in an experiment with acid and heroin. Before my parents died, they gave me one mission, and that is to warn America about the zombie apocalypse that will be coming to America. America, we need to get ready. And no one up here has talked about your safety. Who cares about any of these issues if you're dead? Who cares if you're running and you're hungry, or you wake up in a hospital and you don't know what's happened, and you're trying to find your family, right? And then someone helps you out and then they get killed. Right? Taking my research on a national level, Johns Hopkins can only take.
Candidates America. As you all know, campaigns do not run for free. Each one of you tonight was given a wad of cash. This is the only time in which that money matters during this race. If you liked what you heard from one of these candidates tonight, they will have 3 minutes to come and collect that money from you. Remember, this is the only time that the money matters. If you have a candidate in mind, feel free to stand up and give the money directly to them. If you'd like to bundle money for a particular candidate, do it. On your mark, candidates, get set, 3 minutes, go! Here comes the money! Here we go. Here comes the money! our candidates some time to tabulate their early campaign fundraising. Sir, who did you donate to during this primary contest?
Maggie Moffett.
And what qualities from Miss Moffett earned your dollars?
It struck me as presidential.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Candidates, go ahead and tally up your money, put it on the cards that you've been provided by Rob Roddy Jr. It's up in the booth. All right, candidates, go ahead and hold up your cards so that the American people can see how much money you have raised.
Value that so I can add it to my total.
That is an $8 shirt.
Tom?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I would just like to say I have a special donation from a certain facility in Atlanta, Georgia. 100,000 perfect dollars will be added to my total.
Excellent. Can you just write that on the card? Because I cannot do a lot of math right now. All right, Dr. Grimes, you can put your card down. Mr. Pelt, you can also put, Mr. Clark, you can put your card down. Woo. Great. Carl, David, Brad, that's 11 that I see
It's
now.
not perfect yet.
Great, Brad, you can drop down.
Remember the $8.
I got that. Carl and Maggie can go down. If you are still holding your card up.
Did you say Al? You go down?
No, I did not.
No, we didn't.
Say
Hey,
anything
Tom, be
about.
smart about this.
Listen, Bobby, no disrespect to the family or anything, but you have not raised enough money. If your card is still up in the air, you have been eliminated from the primary.
Tom, I have an announcement. I didn't want it to come to this, but I have a secret hidden immunity idol, and I'd like to play it. I found it in a tree.
It is season 32
It is actually season 33 of Survivor.
of Survivor,
Tom Collins.
and you're not on it. Right now, we're going to hear one final word from the 5 candidates who have been eliminated from tonight's race.
Say it ain't so, America. I mean, if you want to destroy this country, vote for one of these candidates as I walk away.
America, if you'd like to go ahead and put your hands up to the air. Stretch to the top, bring it down into mountain pose. Feel that, feel your glutes working hard. Feel it, can you guys feel that in your bodies? The energy rushing through. Thank you for letting me be part of your journey.
So I guess this is what it feels like when the tribe has spoken. Hashtag blindside. Well, it's only $1 million, I'm fine.
Sorry, Len. Sorry, buddy. Guess I'll just go back to the sea gypsy.
For those of you who voted for me and gave me some cash, you're beautiful. For those of you who were a little confused, decided not to, I don't know if I'd sleep tonight.
All right, remaining candidates, we are going to get into a more substantive and robust debate so that the American people can know who they are meeting. Just a quick note to the production staff. I misplaced my cards for the night. They're probably still backstage. Yeah, if I can get those, that'd be great. All right, we are going to start with a very important issue that a lot of Americans care about, and that's college tuition. Pelt Clark, seeing as how you are from a time in which colleges were numbered about 6, what would you do about college tuition today?
Well, the problem we have is degree inflation. When I was growing up, you could get jobs without a degree. Now, even the lowest level job requires degrees. So I'm saying, cut the requirements. There are people that are able, at 18, to take jobs like hunting and trapping. Needed college to teach them that.
That's a great point, Pelt. May I just say, I was born in a facility in Atlanta, Georgia. There, I learned a few things. First and foremost, you don't need college unless you are surrounded by scientists the whole time.
Very interesting. Speaking of education, Carl, can you talk about income inequality and what should be done about it?
Well, sure. I think we should just give people money. We have it. We're just holding it. It needs to get flushed out from the top and flushed so everybody gets $1 million.
Wow. Thank you. Well, your name went off during the bell. Can you please select one of your fellow candidates to have a head-to-head challenge? That's right.
I will select the other doctor.
Dr. Rachel Grimes. If I could have both of you guys come stand out here. Get some lights on your lovely audience here for a second. Awesome. How you feeling? How you feeling? Do you have a volunteer out there? Yes, sir. Excellent. Can you do me a favor and pull one of these cards?
You're a real doctor?
Of course I am.
Sir, what's your name?
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, thank you so much for being a superdelegate. You have a tremendous amount of weight on your shoulders tonight. Can you read that card off to the audience?
Shake it off.
Shake it off. Well, everybody knows one of the most important qualities that a presidential candidate can have is dance moves. Lorenzo, you're going to watch these two people bust a move out here on the dance floor. And Lorenzo, you're going to decide which one is dancing more presidentially. Fantastic. Lorenzo, the weight of a decision is upon your shoulders right now. Who danced more presidentially?
I'm going to go with Dr. Grimes. She got more than half
All right, the two delegates have spoken. That means Carl Evil is going home.
All around.
Sorry.
Candidates, would you mind just sliding down one? I'm just seeing a little double vision there. All right, perfect. Oh, all right. Tax policy is something that is very important to the American people tonight. Maggie, we're going to start with you.
Thank you, Tom.
Are reality shows taxed high enough in this country?
Motherfucking no, they are not. And here's why. Anyone can be cast in those shows. You don't need to be trained in classical acting. You just need to know how to apply on the internet. I say tax them all and give that money to the Rip-On Landing back alley players. We've got a production coming up of a staged version of Grizzly Man that you will love.
Do you 5-second rebuttal?
Well, I've been trying to follow the fight of my friends, the Sioux, but it hasn't been on TV, and I'm wondering why is TV filled with these reality shows when there's news to be covered that's not being covered by the media? I don't know.
Yeah.
If you like that, I want to hear a cheer. Yeah. There we go. Mr. Monroe, we are hearing from our audience, specifically Megan from the north side of Chicago.
Megan.
Go Cubs.
Megan?
She wants to know what you're going to do for women's inequality in this country.
That is a great question. Thank you for asking it. Megan, I'd just like to say, we are all equals. I didn't know that I was a man until I was 18 years of age. Because the scientists did not train me on that.
Wow! The bell has rung again. Mr. Monroe, please select a candidate that you would like to go up against in a head-to-head challenge.
The Mountain Man.
Help Clark, Brad Monroe, down front and center. Do we have another super delegate out there lurking in the audience? Oh, here we are.
Beautiful woman.
Ma'am, what is your name?
Giselle.
Ooh. All right, Giselle, please.
Pie in your face.
Oh,
Sorry, we're not ready for that one tonight.
Near beer.
Near beer. Everybody knows that a presidential candidate's beer etiquette is a key indicator of what kind of president they are. So, right now, each candidate is going to talk to Giselle about the perfect beer with the president moment. We're going to start with Brad Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for that question. Giselle, I would fly you on my private jet down to Atlanta, Georgia. We would inter-facility, have a quick hose down. And then I would swiftly bring you into a cloning chamber, clone you 45 times, and then give you a tasting. And then we kill the rest of them, and you get to choose who gets to go home. Thank you.
Help Clark.
Well, Giselle, we're going to hike to the Snake River, where we're going to lay down a bearskin rug. We're going to build a fire. We're going to drink some beers under the stars and look at the big sky and imagine if there's people on other planets.
Thank you. Giselle, who do you want to have a beer with after that?
Help Clark.
Wow. That means Brad Monroe is going home.
America, I learned something today. I may have a perfect cheekbone, and a perfect nose, and a perfect face, and a perfect leg, both of them. But America does not think I'm perfect. And also, you're not getting genetically modified dinosaurs. I'm sorry, America.
Clark, this question goes to you. Are rich people getting enough sympathy for being wealthy?
I think they are. And I think you probably lower it a little bit, right? Because once a zombie bites you, you become very equal with a lot of other people. So I think you need to get used to not being catered to, because I'm not going to care that you had $1 billion beforehand. If you don't know how to survive, I'm going to throw you to the wolves, which will also turn to zombies.
I'll let you get in here. You're an entrepreneur. Would you like to speak to that?
Well, I'd like to speak out against the rich who own the Hudson Bay Company, who came into our territory in the 1840s and tried to ruin the American fur trade.
Now, you did freeze in the 1830s, so how do you know about that particular part of the 1840 economic scene?
Once thawed, I immediately did my research, see what I missed. Well, not a lot happened.
Can I say something, Tom?
Please.
You know, as the artistic director of a theater, I have had to go down on my knees so many times to get money from the rich. And really, I am sick and tired of it. And let me just say, they do have enough sympathy, excuse me, with addiction. They do have enough sympathy only based on what I've done. Thank you for dignity.
Well, you never know when the bell is going to come. I don't know. I know that for sure. Any other super delegates out there this evening? Yes. Yes. Excellent. What's your name?
Felicity.
Felicity, please do the honors.
Speed candidating.
Speed candidating. One of my favorite categories this evening. Felicity, you have the chance right now, and before we get into it, Maggie, who is your challenger?
Pelt.
All right, Pelt Clark. Felicity,
Felicity.
each one of these candidates is going to have 90 seconds to take you on a speed date. Whichever speed date you enjoy more, you can tell us about later. We're going to start with Maggie Moffat.
You have a whole television series named after you, and I'll bet you deserve it. You know, I've played many parts. I've played ingenues, I've played great-great-grandmothers. I will do anything you want, Felicity. Any woman, any man you want to date with, I will deliver. Please pick me. Thank you so much.
Pelt Clark.
Well, Felicity, we're gonna go on a horseback ride.
Oh, happy horse!
Down into the canyons. And I spent a lot of time outdoors. There's a lot of muscle under here. I'm gonna ride first. You're gonna hold on to me. I'm gonna get tired. You're gonna ride. I'm gonna run behind you for the workout. And then we're gonna have some venison, cooked to perfection, and a nice ale.
I can do that. I've watched Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. I can do that.
Felicity, which date are you feeling more?
When I always look for on a date, I like the aggressive, self-serving nature of Maggie.
Fantastic. Maggie Moffat stays. Pelt Clark going home. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Well, America, it feels like I've just been mauled by a bear. And you just killed my son. And you took off and left me for dead. But I will come back for you, America.
Well, America, you have done it. You have whittled an insane amount of candidates down to just 2. And these are your candidates for President of the United States. Dr. Richard Grimes, A.D. Maggie Moffat. And now, we are going to to hear from each campaign's crowning achievement.
There are no small pots, only small actors. But Maggie Moffat is up against the pot of a lifetime. Being your president, America. Whatever you need, she can deliver. She once understudied somebody who ran a small business. You want accents, America? They sound authentic, but nothing as authentic as what's in her heart.
America! Let me be your lady.
In a world filled with death and pestilence, there only is one choice. Dr. Grimes! Zombies beware! She's been to the lab. She knows what's going on, you know? Grimes will make it happen.
Hello, America. Come on a ride with Dr. Rachel Grimes.
Chicken your ass out of zombies in your pockets.
Well, America, you have done it. You've navigated the primaries. You selected 2 extremely qualified candidates for President of the United States. You've earned an intermission. I recommend getting a drink. Back here in 10 minutes for the general election.